Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a simple, well relatively simple wire and seed bead tree figurine. So the supplies you're going to need for this are, you'll need the wire, and I just used beading wire from Michael's, and you're going to need seed beads, and those are the little tiny glass beads. And then you'll need glue, scissors, and sand or gravel, and then some kind of little container to hold them in. You can use like a votive candle holder. As far as glue is concerned, I use tacky glue, but actually it would probably be better to use a hot glue gun because then it dries faster. It's a little bit easier that way. So the first step is you're going to take your wire and you're going to cut out about 18 4-inch strips of wire. And that's what I used. You can use longer strips, you can use more strips, you can use fewer strips. That's just what I used for this size, but I actually kind of wanted it to be a little bit fuller, so you can use more strips if you want for your tree. So you're going to cut each strip out, 4 inches each, and then once you have them all, you're going to line them up at the bottom. You can have them a little bit longer, some shorter than others, but you want them to be lined up at the bottom, and then you're going to begin twisting your wire together. And you can use your jewelry pliers, just twist them together nice and tight so that you can form the tree trunk. Once you've made the tree trunk as long as you want it to be, you can begin separating your sections of wire into branches, and you can have the branches be as thick or thin as you want them to be. And I made about 4 branches, but you can make a bunch of branches if you want, depending on how many wires you have. That's totally your call. And once you have your branches separated, you can begin, or once you have your sections separated, you can begin braiding each branch together like you did for the trunk. And then when you are ready to put a leaf on, now you're going to take your seed beads, and you're going to select whichever piece. If you wanted to put a leaf along the branch so that it's kind of going along, but it's not at the end of the branch yet, just a singular leaf, you can take one piece of wire out of the section of wire that you have for the branch, and you just put the number of beads you want to string on to create the leaf. And so once you have all the beads on there, you're going to loop it around. So you're just going to basically make a loop and twist your wire around so that it's nice and tight. The beads won't be going anywhere. And then once you wrap your wire back around, you're going to keep going, and so you're going to have your branch continue by braiding the wire. And then you can add another leaf if you want to along the wire. You can just follow the same procedure again by stringing the beads and then twisting it into a loop and wrapping it around, and then continue your branch. And then when you are ready to reach the end of your branch, you want to have some leaves filling out at the end, just a nice big bunch of leaves. And so what I did is I had the 3 wires making up my section of this branch, and I did the same where I filled out the wires with the beads and then twisted them around, looped them around, twisted them, and tucked the wire back into the branch so that it's not poking out. And so then I had a branch complete. I just continued with this on the other branches, and you're just going to continue that step over and over again. It's a lot of twisting. You might get poked with the wire, just be careful. It may hurt your fingers, so just, you can take breaks if you want. And you're just going to continue until you've used up all your wire and your tree is as large or filled out as you want it to be. And once you have all of your wire twisted and all of your leaves on, then your tree is done. The next step is going to be putting it in its container. And so what I did was I used some sand, and so I put a little bit of tacky glue at the bottom and then filled it with more sand and poked my tree through, and so that it was resting inside the sand, and then I'll put a little bit more sand on so that it was nice and stable. But definitely hot glue might be a better choice for this, because then you can just glue it to the bottom and it'll be nice and secure. And then you can fill it with sand around it. And then I had my tree finished, and it's quite cute because I think the container was a little too big for the tree. I kind of prefer if the tree, the branches and leaves of the tree are bigger than the container it's in, because otherwise the container kind of draws attention away from the tree itself. But other than that, I did like it a lot. I think it's a very fun project, relatively quick, relatively simple, and very cute. You can do this project in any way you can mix up. Yeah, I did another one with green leaves on a copper colored trunk, and with gravel in a small tin can. Again, the tin can was a little bit big for the tree, but I still liked it. And then I did another 3-part one with pink, blue, and green mini trees, and for this one I used a nice sized votive candle holder, so they were nice and small. And I used some decorative sand, and very colorful. I have a fun little craft to make. I just think it's very fun, and it's a fun thing to collect. So if you're into collectibles and trinkets and figurines, then this is a great project for you. And I hope you liked watching this video. I hope it helped, and I hope you guys try it out. Thanks for watching. Bye.